Hey there, I'm DPadGamer, and in this video I'll show you how to beat Luigi's Mansion in less than 10 minutes. However, let's work our way there. It's time for some glitches in Luigi's Mansion. Let's start with this, Luigi's Shadow. During certain parts of the game, when lightning strikes, Luigi's shadow can be seen floating off the floor. This isn't evidence of some sixth sense plot twist going on, it's just a visual glitch. Now that I've provided fodder for all the angry YouTube comments, let's look at a slightly more interesting glitch. Enter the training room and advance the text until this point. So from here, you want to perform a soft reset, which is done by holding the X, B, and start buttons for just a moment. During the reset, if you mash the A and Y buttons, you should see the screen cut to black. With a normal reset, it usually fades out. When you load back into the game, you won't be able to use your Game Boy Horror map at all, so basically anything with the Y button is turned off. This also skips a very small cutscene where Luigi checks his map after getting certain keys, so it's helpful in a speedrun. It saves like a half second per key, which is pretty nice. Let's hop on over to the Bogmire fight in the cemetery. We want to suck up one of the Shadow Bogmires and turn against the wall as the orb is being sucked in. If done properly, the outline of the ball and the ball itself will become separated. That's pretty much it, but while researching for this video, I did find an instance where a Shadow Bogmire reformed on the end of the Poltergeist 3000, but I couldn't seem to replicate it myself. It's pretty cool regardless. Next is something called the hold and talk glitch. Basically, under certain circumstances, Luigi will be forced to both hold and talk at the same time. As an example, if you suck up a Boo while at the same time picking up Chauncey's key, this will happen. Of course, in order to achieve this glitch in this room, you got a sequence break. I'll show you how to do that in just a moment. In the meantime, let's flip things around. Again, you want to capture a Boo, but you want to step onto the gravity flip panel at the same time. If done starting on the floor, he's now upside down near the floor. As you might expect, if done from the ceiling, he'll be right side up, but near the ceiling. This will last for as long as Luigi talks to Egad. Okay, so, like I promised, I'll show you how to beat the game in under 10 minutes. Unfortunately, it requires a lot of glitches back to back, so let's go step by step. If you plan on trying this for yourself, save before heading into Chauncey's boss fight in Area 1. The glitch parade starts as soon as you defeat the angry baby ghost. As Luigi fades back into the room from the boss arena, your goal is to end up behind the chest as it spawns in. So, now that you're back here, stand in the center behind the chest and clip through the wall. The easiest way to do this is to pound on the wall with the A button while holding forward. This places Luigi outside the room on what's called floor 1.5. Essentially, you're standing on the ceiling of floor 1, just a foot under the floor of floor 2, if that makes sense. The second, slightly faster way through the wall is to vacuum with the R button and move forward as Luigi puts it away. This, however, can go wrong, dropping Luigi down to floor 1 if your timing is off. So, now that we're out here, press start and enable sidestep mode. Move all the way to the right until you hit an invisible wall. We're currently stuck against the wall found on floor 2, even though we can't actually see it. Just press A and Luigi will automatically try to open the door, which takes a bit. Be warned though, you need to hold left on the control stick to turn Luigi and his flashlight around as soon as he exits the door. If you don't, he'll be surprised by a ghost, which drops him down onto floor 1, which can happen at any point in this sequence. Now, before we walk down the hallway, there's another wall in our way. However, this one does not have a door, so we need to maneuver over it. That can be achieved with a skew, basically messing up Luigi's angle with a properly timed button input while getting hit by an enemy. It's easier than you think. Sidestep over to a bat and hold down on the C button. If you let go right as he gets hit, Luigi should now be tilted over. If he doesn't immediately straighten out, the skew worked. So, with our angle skewed, you want to move over to the top right corner, and while moving into the corner, hold right on the C stick. Luigi should lazily rotate around over the small ledge. From here, we're free to move through the hallway, but there are two ghosts that will spawn and scare Luigi. To avoid this, rotate Luigi around partway through as seen here. It might take some getting used to, but basically they should prevent the ghosts from spawning since they won't pop up if the flashlight is on them. We need to perform another skew, so let's grab a bat. If you bang against the wall and then hold the R button at the same time, Luigi will be vacuuming at the perfect angle to force the bat to be right below him. Move the bat over here and input the following. Press Y to bring up the map and release R while here. Hold left on the analog stick and then double tap Y. Now, hold C right and double tap Y twice. This should result in Luigi standing at a very crazy angle. Now, we need to make Luigi look towards the camera, so let's switch the movement to standard and use the C stick to rotate like so. Careful not to move because that could mess up the skew. Once facing the camera, switch back to sidestep mode and move into this corner. Now here comes the real hard part. You'll want to hold up so that Luigi is moving against the corner and then pause the game. From here, switch to standard mode and hold the analog stick between up and upright. You'll want to press A to exit the pause menu and then press X a single frame later. This is very difficult, but if you do it right, you'll drop down past the weight room right outside of this corridor. We're almost at the final battle, but there are 3 obstacles in our way. If we move left, we'll pop into the hallway and be stuck. Moving too far right will also result in Luigi getting stuck. If we move forward while being too close to the hallway, we'll trigger a cutscene, which we don't want. From this spot, sidestep to the right until you can see about this much of the hallway. Slowly go forward by tapping until around here. Press the X to pull out the Game Boy and look towards Mario. That's where we want to be. Navigate carefully by holding up on the analog stick and tapping the X button twice to drop it and bring it back up again. This will let you fine-tune your movements. A little bit more and we're there. We're finally ready for the final battle. This takes a lot of work, but if you made it this far and you're following along, then congrats. So, thanks for watching, and as always, thanks to my patrons who make these videos possible. Be sure to leave a comment and a rating on this video, it really helps a lot. For more videos from me, you can check out the ones on screen or subscribe if that's what you want to do. That's about it from me, I'll see you next time.